Let's knock this out. This is a Gold's weekly chart. Gold had a amazing week last week. Gold is headed right back up to all-time highs again at this rate. Right now, looking at this area, this previous week high as a draw. Go on to my daily. See, yeah, daily, yeah, extremely bullish. If you look at the daily, it gave you a fair value gap here, and we came barely even a quarter of the way back up. Look at his VI. It might have a little issue there on his daily. But besides that, gold shouldn't have no reason to stop the way it's moving right now. We are extremely bullish on gold. So right now I'm looking at my previous day high. Previous day low. Yeah, we are closed in this gap right here. And I've got this daily VI. Let me see now I go to my 4 hour. How my 4 hour look? On my 4 hour, we could retrace lower. So for my 4 hour bias is bearish because we have taken out all these higher time frame levels above here and inside that daily gap. So looking at this 4 hour, I'm marking off it's a gap. It's a little gap here. But if I was going higher, I wanted to come back down to this gap down here. But me, that's a discount on this range. Low. Yeah. Yeah. If price starts running and does it's just come down here and not here, that tells me we are extremely bullish and we try to get to here and up here real fast. 15 minute. Okay. I got my 15 minute bear CID template. Yep. I'm bullish on gold, but I understand we can come back down before going higher.
Did that provide a 1 minute entry?
Say it again.
I said, did that move provide a 1 minute entry?
Let's see. Probably after the market. It's happening at 4:30, about 4:45.
So cool.
You said what?
No, I said that's cool.
Yeah. Let me see. 450 to 510 macro. Did it give you something? Yeah, there's a gap here. It came there what? Yeah, 354. Gave you something in the macro. Anybody got any questions on gold before I go to silver?
No gaps on the 15.
Nope. Freeway.
Ricky Ross.
Definitely in the building.
High, low, higher, high.
Gave you a perfect sell down after they made that. Let's look at silver. Silver finally came out of that no, still in that range, but it started move up. Yeah, this is all-time high on silver.
Yeah, she beating the hell out that order block.
Uh, Beating the block.
Trying to get the juice up out of it.
Right. Knocking all the goddamn Sonic coin out of this bitch, man. Next is 50%. If we can get a closure above 50% of this order block, then silver can potentially take out all-time high up here. Right now, we're working in the lower half of the block. This is a conservative because we've been sitting here for 6 weeks. It's due for a breakout. I go to my daily. Ooh. Hey, yo, E man, what do you see on that daily from Friday?
Talk about that. Retrace.
Right, Stephanie. Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. Yeah, the inside day.
Like continuation.
At the inside day, we be
Yeah.
outside.
That's a shift. Retrace. Don't look like it's going down. Not from that picture. Went into the gap 2 days ago. Let's get ready to come up out of it.
It's bullish.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
pretty bullish.
let's look at the for also like I teach my youngest like when we go to the daily. This part of the gap is still unfilled.
Right.
Now, see the one below is filled, so I ain't worried about that. I'll
So
go
what
to
does
my
that
four.
tell you though? Like if you go back one. So you see it went up and hit that fresh part of the gap, came
Mhm.
down into the order the fair value gap, and then it gave you a green candle that almost overcame, like it closed higher than the body of the other one, right?
Right. Mhm.
I don't see that shit. That's that mean it's finna push right on up through there. See, now you got a potential gap already. Well,
Oh yeah, we
it is gap.
we just got on a 4 hour. Get a
So
4 hour gap.
come on in the gap and start the TFA engines.
Right. And that's a discount for me. Let me see. Yeah, that gap is a mm, yeah. I'll be able to tell
I'd be
when to get
surprised if it go all the way to that water block.
right. Yeah, me
I
too.
don't see that. The way it pushed up, like it might.
Right, because I'm looking at low, high, retrace, pushed up, fell here, probably come back
You
down a
probably
little
get
bit.
that midline. Yeah,
Right.
midline probably. But if he get that water block, Lord have mercy.
Mhm.
Wait, squeeze that again. Let me see that. Yeah, okay.
That's that whole area too, right there.
That's a long one too.
Long in the tube.
Yeah, she ready. I think she gonna bust out.
hmm I'm bullish on silver too.
Yeah.
Oh, shiny baby right here. Shot. Did all that bull. See, I'm not gonna fuck with it, man. Come on.
Man, gas prices been fluctuating like hell down here. One
It's
minute
a
it's 285, next minute 317. I'm like, man,
mm-hmm. They
crude oil
playing
ain't
with.
went no damn well.
Mm-hmm. They playing with you.
Like, they just making up numbers now, man.
You know, weekly gap up here. That weekly gap line up with the daily gap basically. Friday did external. Previous day low, previous day high.
Oh man, you might get inverted head and shoulders. Yeah, slowly pushing higher.
Yeah. On the slow bus, literally. I pass. What was taken first Friday? Go back. What did we take first Friday? Previous day low at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Look at that, ain't getting no injury.
See, 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 and hey, this is what I hate sometimes about TFA is like when it give you a lower low, but then I need this kind of be lower than this one, man.
You don't.
But then
Now
they
you
get
don't. You would like it.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Then it get a shift right there and it come back what time? 11 o'clock. 11 o'clock
Let's see
on
what we
Monday.
got.
That's
See,
that's still a good entry.
Yeah, but I want to take it to previous day high, and I read previous day high already. I ain't looking down, I ain't looking down now. We did this was previous day low. It took it. This line right here. Then it went all the way previous day high before giving you an entry. Then it come back at 11 o'clock.
he gave you a
It's just
little.
showing you that it's bullish.
Okay,
I mean,
Lou, turn the
is
lights on, Lou. Lou,
is
turn
that
the lights on.
is that the Venom model?
I don't know. All I do is TFA model.
I think someone mentioned that on Friday or Thursday.
Came back and gave you a lower low.
Perfect setup right there.
Shit.
Well,
Right, right. Where?
How many ticks points once it gave the lower low in the order block?
The lower low?
No,
no,
the
you talking
second
about
one,
right
the
here
one at 11 o'clock.
under the line,
Yeah.
right? The next one. That one.
One thing you know about crude oil, if crude oil after reject the previous day high doesn't go lower, that means it wants to go higher. It's still bullish.
That's the better entry over there.
Which one? The one when it come back into the order block or whatever that's called?
They made that lower low, and then it
Yeah.
went
That,
up. There's an entry in there. I'm sure it's a gap in there on that
that's
right up and down. Yep, right
that's
up.
the entry. I mean, this is a high time frame, but that's the Venom I believe that was
Go to
saying
5 minutes. It's probably more than 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. 3 minute, 3 minute. Check out the 3 minute. Nice.
Wait. What time it double back?
What time? What is that?
You didn't get all what you wanted the first time.
It hit previous day high, what? 10 o'clock? Oh no, that's too early for crude. If it hits that high, no, it wants higher. That's too early for it to hit that and not go lower. Yeah.
It hit the line at 11,
Yeah, nah, it wants higher.
and you.
But you know it's holiday, so you know crude usually runs, so it's probably saving it for Monday.
I see. That would piss me. That move would have pissed me off.
Because
Not even
you
gonna
want
lie.
to be down here. You want to be in down here. Because that down here is a perfect lower low in this 1 minute. This is perfect.
Wait, so what's the entry down here? There's no entry? There's an entry. Find it.
Yeah,
Where's
right
the
there.
entry?
If
Yeah,
you
right.
want it. Yeah, but if you're doing TFA,
But ain't no entry.
You're not doing.
you ain't messing with that.
You're not doing TFA all the time. Come on. What's the
Oh,
entry?
when,
Eric.
that's what I'm saying. If you in TFA mode, according to TFA,
I
you got no trade.
I asked that. I said, "What's the entry?" Eric.
Well, we talk about TFA.
Eric,
we
I don't
talk
know
about
why
Eric entry.
I
We
don't know
talk
why
about
Eric having amnesia now because he, you know what I'm saying. And
everybody on here know my entry. I showed 1,000
that
times.
that's I asked. I said, "What's the entry?" I ain't saying no TFA. I said, "What's the entry?"
Well, once it's sweet liquidity, I'm on watch. I'm looking for the first thing smoking in the opposite direction.
Exactly. So therefore, there was an entry at that bottom.
Yeah, but if you're doing TFA, you sit on your hand looking at it.
He acting like everybody doing TFA.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. Sometimes when I'm running, even when I'm looking for TFA, sometimes I get in before the damn TFA even, the second step even.
I know that's what I was saying. I'm like, even though people were saying TFA, not everyone is trading TFA. Some people are just trading the buy model, and the setup for the buy model sometimes happen the reversal and the not stage one, low risk buy
Yeah, low risk
happens
buy.
before TFA. Exactly. That's what I'm
because
saying.
that can lead you to the TFA.
That is true. That can allow you from the 5 hour video, that can allow you a second entry to add.
Exactly. And see, that's the next level of my game because
exactly.
I caught the bottom like 2 or 3 times.
Exactly.
Before the TFA and get out, like using when it makes a high, I get out. And then when it retraces back to the line to confirm the TFA or whatever, the 15-minute, then I look to get in again. So it's more than one way to do it. You know what I mean? Like I can come in before, or I can just wait to get the confirmation. You know what I'm saying? And then come in after. It's just put on the proper levers whenever, either one.
I completely understand.
But for those that want to stay to TFA completely, then you wouldn't have had no trade. Not down there.
Nope. Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. I'm going to open this door.
See, I like speculating on liquidity.
Yeah, I would have been.
If I'm looking at this, I mean, if you're on a 15-minute, you can clearly see that this candle right here ran all this liquidity from him.
Yeah.
So you got to be sitting there looking for something on the opposite direction, going the other way.
Yeah, I would have
Like,
been down
right.
here, like near probably like 60, where was it? And
And I'm
probably
looking at this like this.
60,
This is
30.
a sell side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just waiting for the to run that shit one more time. And
Mm-hmm.
then that's why you don't get no entry on this side.
That's what crew does, right? Crew
Right. Well,
usually
a lot of them do that.
break the,
If
yeah.
it the longer you have this base like that and it runs it, it don't like to give you another entry on this side. Like ideally you would want one like right here to get in right here and take that thing on up. But I noticed that like depending on how long the consolidation is, and then they manipulate it down, and then they hurry up and got the hell on and never gave you another chance to get in from the 15-minute perspective.
That's why I like to trade a 3-minute. It looked like it was an entry 3-minute at 9:12.
Right. And see, that's why when I see these sweeps like this, like sweep something like that,
Mm-hmm.
I have a cascading I have a cascading set of screens where I'm looking at 1 minute, 30
Yep.
seconds, 15 seconds, and possibly the 5. Like I'm literally looking to see who's gonna give me what I'm looking for first.
Looking for,
Right.
okay. Okay.
'Cause I know it's got to flip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The 3-minute.
Especially during the macro. Oh my God.
Yeah. The 3-minute definitely gave a great setup for that long.
But like I said, just understanding like the market maker buy model, market maker sell model, it'll lead you to what you're looking for if you understand it properly.
Yeah, I was studying it again this weekend so that I can be more clearer as to my
You know
entry.
how you get the cheat codes? Look, just keep looking to the left.
The cheat code to
Always
where
have your
price
left
can
up.
continue.
So if you see it, like if you're trying to do a buy, you want to see these different steps of the sell occur. See what I'm saying? And then you looking at your higher time frame, 4 hour
Yeah.
or whatever, looking for the liquidity below or whatever. And then you're looking to see if it's going to flip or when it's likely to flip.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a long
No,
consolidation.
my issue is not actually I know those I'm usually good at the smart money reversal. My issue is area 2. That's the one that trips me out all the
Well, see,
time.
that's what I'm saying.
All the time.
You catch one, you ain't got to worry about two. If you can get
I
in
be
one,
wanting to
you got to
hold,
worry
but
about that.
that 2, I be like, I don't know
Well,
what the
see,
hell he's
this is
trying
what
to
I
do.
like to do. So let's say I do get in down here.
Okay.
I'm looking here.
You
Right.
still looking at that? Okay.
So I see once we break that, I know it's a high propensity or chance or likelihood
It's gonna
for
go
us to
to
retrace right there. Because
yeah.
this is a different step. Now we just left this place. We displaced from the smart money, which came in here. Then you get a displacement. Now you're in area. Now you are technically in area 2 now.
Yeah.
So you should expect some level of retrace in here. You know what I mean? So I just go ahead and what I normally do, I'll just take it from here up to here, get out. Then I'm watching this for another opportunity, especially if it's CFA confirmation, all that.
Yeah.
Now I'm just waiting to get in to go take it back up.
Okay.
So I hit it twice. You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? I'm trying to evolve to where I take it from here and then let it go up here and then let it retrace then add do all that.
Yeah.
But
you like not yet.
9 times out of 10, I put my load in down here. So when I get here, I'm okay with getting the hell out. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
And okay, now I done banked that money. That's good. That's in my pocket. Now I'm waiting, looking for opportunity in area 2 to continue on upward.
Okay. But are you trading full clip? Because if you're trading full clip, then you may not need to get in again. Or it
depends.
doesn't matter.
That's what I'm saying. It depends on what it gives, what it allows me to put on down here. If I get a real small entry, small risk, you're putting that weight on it. So then that's what I'm saying. I'm not even pissed about getting out at that first checkpoint that I call a checkpoint before the retrace of the area 2.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So again, it's dependent on how much you can.
Yeah, it just depends.
How many contracts? Okay.
Right.
Sounds good. Okay, I may need to come back to crude.
Oh, you need to stay focused.
No.
No.
I'm sticking to no. Like I said, I need to. I'm sticking
Get
to
one down
go to
pat.
NQ. Go to NQ. I'm on a
Just
mission.
get
Go
one
to
down pat,
NQ.
man. Then you can go.
Yeah, I'm on go to NQ right now.
So it's thousand something a contract.
Uh,
What was that? Over 106?
yeah,
That's way over 106.
no, no, it's
That was
Squeeze,
clean. That was
squeeze that
clean.
back. Go back to the left a little bit. Oh yeah, I don't think I would have took that. I don't know. I have to see what's going on right here. I'd have been watching that. If there's a gap there, see how that small little gap?
mm-hmm.
Dipped his ass right in there.
Yes, he go, man. Low, lower, low. Took out previous A low.
Right.
Up, accumulated, pushed up a little higher, then dropped and ran all this. And gave you the move.
Yeah, that's why I was telling him sometimes when it drop like that and sweep all that, it don't give you a chance on the other side. I know gold don't. Gold will haul ass, boy.
All ass on you. Let's look at natural gas, NG. Okay. NG did what we thought it would be. After that long, yep, took out previous week low. Mm. Now let's look at natural gas. Weekly, yeah. Weekly is lower, but it can come back up higher before going lower. Daily, daily we took out previous day low. Still got that look on the 15 minute. They give you something on the 15. Took it out here. 8:45. Then you come back to the CID. Oh, let's look at the big three. Start with the YM. YM went external last week.
That's cap.
Yeah, gap right there.
They never move cap, bro. Reason why I say it's cap because it ain't hit no fresh liquidity.
Nope.
Send it back down from the weekly
It just
perspective.
it just took out this weekly from March.
Yeah, but that's you got a weight right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
So the fresh liquidity is above.
It's
Yeah,
it's a little gap on that weekly.
yeah, I see. I think that's
Yeah,
cap.
little gap.
Shit, my new boy, what is there?
These scientists of this. It already shifted on the weekly. Gave you a closure above. Retested it. Came into the VI on the weekly. How day look? Daily. Oof. Strong daily candle. Maybe you need to come back lower before going higher.
Possibly, or that volume imbalance is enough.
It's not right.
Yeah, we want to see. I like the action of getting off that capital if you bullish.
Right.
I say it might be another set of inverse head and shoulder.
Probably like on the 4 hour. How did the 4 hour? Okay.
And that don't look like he's saying it might go down. You know, you might get you a nice little.
Mm-hmm. On this 4 hour, the liquidity is at pretty high, pretty low. See, and the YM dropped and it didn't even hit nothing on the 4 hour, like the ES and NQ did. Mm.
Mm.
Is that called? That's so weird. See the ES. Go to grandma. Grandma. Ooh, grandma rolling.
She coming back for that. I think she coming back for that volume or that void or whatever right now. The volume balance. She coming for it.
Hey, this was a great play Friday,
I
E
say,
man.
did she give a play to the downside?
Man, I'm a if you was on Zoom
Oh,
Friday,
Friday. Yeah, I saw you. I saw you talk about it later.
if you was on Zoom Friday and you didn't execute, man, congratulations. You played yourself. E man, I mapped it out to the T, E man. And if I'm lying, hey, come up
See
and
you
tell
on
me
that
how.
quarterback. I seen you quarterbacking.
Dude, hey man, it, it's just wild because I'm watching it set up, and this is the ES. And like, just leave a gap, just leave a gap, just leave a gap.
That's all you be wanting. Leave that gap.
That gap.
Let that gap. Just push up in it.
15 minute. Give me the 15-minute CID. Highest up close candle with a wick included. Give me a closure below. Ain't nothing to talk about. Closure below. 315.
Give me a retrace.
330. 330. The last hour macro, man. 1 minute. Ain't nothing to talk about, man. Nothing to talk about, man.
What time that what time you entered that? What time was it?
340.
Oh,
Last hour.
a little bit before the macro,
But remember on the last hour, it's 3 macros. Then of the whole hour.
You knew damn well it wasn't going up.
You knew damn well it wasn't going up, man.
Only thing you were trying to figure out was how high it was gonna go before it dropped. And it went into that gap.
Bearish BPR.
All right. So you get to that point, I'm like, fuck it. that's close enough. You know what I mean? Like shit, my stop loss manageable.
0.5 give you.
That's perfect.
I set this up for him Friday, man.
I saw.
Not imagine if he was an options trader.
that's the part I was looking at.
Imagine if you
like,
played options, man.
Wait till 20 minutes before they bought that shit down there, bro. That shit probably like 2 cents. Oh man.
Come on, man.
I wonder what that was. What's shiny at?
Right. Hey, if I'm lying, tell me I'm lying, man.
What that strike look like at that time of day, you know, it's damn near worthless.
SPX. We got in at what time was that? Time to get in. 340. Right here.
Right there, yeah.
Strike price right here. Hey, Shawnee, what was 5,800 XPX? Let me look at it.
All right, let me.
Yeah, you could have made a bag off that shit. Jesus. Was it $200, bro?
It was $200.
No. I'm thinking, looking at what time it is, it had to be pennies. It had to be pennies. What time was that?
I can't go back to that time.
You said what?
I can't go back to last week on my trading view.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Can you see it on your end?
I can go to bar charts and check it out. I got you.
Yeah, I'm just curious to know.
Bar charts.
The only part you'd have been concerned about is if it was gonna make it there before the close of the, you know what I'm saying, the close of the options. That was the only concern.
Yeah, because sometimes they like to stall.
Because they can stall your ass
Friday,
out.
yeah.
We'll finish it on Sunday. Burn your preview.
So doubled. $5,800 put. Let me see. Option chart. Friday was the
25th?
23rd. Candles open and close. 1 month, daily, 1 minute. Take that off. Take that off. Okay, so we bought it. We'd have bought it at 341. 340. Damn, E. We bought it at three. Okay. Remember this, y'all. 341. 341 is when we bought it. 341. Share. This is 341 right here. $1. And it went all the way up to $4.
And they're still charging for $1 for that?
It went
Exactly.
Yeah, damn, for 20 minutes now.
Too much, right? That's too much for it being 340.
But it was only 20 points out the money. This is SPX.
That is true, but it's a Friday. It's a Friday, and you know how they also stall. Actually, it went a little bit lower. It went under $1. Go to where the spike right there at 350.
Yeah.
77 cents. That makes more sense.
But shit, I don't give like $1 to hey, I'd have been gone what
You would
before
have
that.
before 4?
Yeah.
Nah, I'd
That's
try that
100%.
0.5.
Oh, you going for the 0.5? Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
I'm going for the 0.5.
But look at this option chart, you go right there. They got a gap. $1 to 4.
Yeah. Not bad, not bad.
I mean, it just, let's go back to the actual chart.
I got you.
Let's see how, because I don't want to just say that because of hindsight. You know what I mean? I want to look at the chart, see how it's moving. Okay, if it dropping like that, yeah, I'm going for the 0.5, bro. See, it ain't really messing around. It went over here and handle this business.
Handle this business.
You know what I'm saying? Now, if it gave you a whole bunch of up close candles and slow drip, then yeah, I might have been less inclined to do so. But hell, once it got to even like low hanging fruit right now, it just went ahead and kept sliding.
But again, that all depends, right? Because there are some Fridays where it does exactly that. It starts to drop and it just stops. And then you lose your premium if you don't get out on time. Fortunately, it actually moved.
Right.
That's
the only thing to be cautious at the last 20 minutes is that it actually will play out.
Hey. What the saying go? And that'll be the first time in history.
Yeah, but it might be first time in history that it stopped before the damn day over with.
It is what it is.
They ain't guarantee you to get to that same day. That's where the options come in at. That's the trick.
Now, E, where would you have gotten out at? You had $1, it get to 2, it get to 3. You still holding?
I told you I would go for the 0.5.
Okay.
My first line to get out is right there. Right.
Okay.
But I'm gonna sit there and watch and see if it's gonna give me what I'm looking for. Like if it get to going like it did, I'd hold it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Yeah, Friday was we
good.
went over this exact what we was looking for on Zoom Friday. If y'all ain't pressed the button, congratulations. You played yourself. Carl on YouTube says so hey Friday.
How much that is money wise, like futures wise.
Oh, one contract, what's that? 109 ticks on the ES, 109. Oh shit, that's acting stupid. Go back. $1,300. One contract.
How much the risk was?
The rest was 18. 225.
Oh yeah, that got at least 2 contracts. That got 2.
But what's so wild is like how we mapped it out TFA on Friday. It's like
It ain't that wild about it, man. You got a plan.
I'm like, I know
No,
they
you ain't finna get it to me like this.
I know they executed, man. I said, man, I hopped on an evening Zoom right before the move. I said, I know they executed, man. You know, only a handful executed, man. You know, only a handful executed, man.
Why are you sitting the red alert emoji? Sit that out first.
Hey, man, like you say, man, I know they ain't about to just hand them that. We just went over that. I know they ain't about to hand them that like that.
And that happened relatively fast too. Like most TFAs, you got to wait a little bit. That one kind of like gave it to you.
It gives you so quick.
When did it start? When did it first hit the 4
hour? 2 o'clock.
Okay, and it gave you the CID when?
3:30.
It was game time within the next 30 minutes.
see, because what happened was we was waiting,
right?
Because what we were looking for was this candle right here to close to not come all the way up here,
right?
Because if it would have made a gap,
right?
We were just waiting, like, okay, it's game time. It's game time. Because I was even looking at the TFA at the bottom in the morning time because, like, I'm like, man, come on. And this is what we talk about all day long, like a continuation. Like, we know that for a TFA bullish, we gotta come all the way up here.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I told y'all. I said, look at no hindsight. I said, look at the range and where we at inside the range. If we're gonna reject, we're gonna reject above 50% of the range.
Yeah, it's gonna keel over, and that's like you said. That's the area where I like to keel over at, right over there, like 70, 79. Was it about 70?
About 70, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And because a lot of people miss this, and I understand why. Because I wanted to make a lower low, then give a CID set up lower. It did.
Right.
So when it didn't give me that, I knew that if I was going to have a trade, it would have to be a continuation. Because the only way TFA is going to happen is got to come all the way up here. Exactly. So right now at 9, and then I'm looking at 9:30 because what I'm looking at too is time. Okay, this is 9:15, 9:30. Mm-hmm. I was looking for, and when I saw this, I knew that we wasn't going lower right now. Because I was looking for 9:30 to
9:45. Come on down in that gap.
Come on down and run it. But when it gave me this, I said, okay, if I'm gonna do a trade, it's gonna have to be a continuation. So that's when I went on to the 1 minute. ES and NQ looks the same. So I know some people like say, but that's the ES looks the same. So then I'm looking at over here, 9:30. It run away. So now I'm just waiting. Macro time. On NQ, I was looking over here. And you guys see when I go to NQ. And it didn't come back to the gap. So I look for continuation when I believe price isn't coming back.
Coming back to the CID line.
People gonna say, but boy, how do you know? I just look at how far price runs. Price runs too much, I'm like, okay, it ain't coming back. And for me, I'm gonna go in the direction of the higher time frame bias. We had hit the 4-hour level, so my bias is up. I'm not gonna short it because I'm going against the grain. Right. Does that make sense, y'all? I know a lot of people they was lost Friday on that too.
I mean, you can short it, but you better show enough know what you're doing.
Know what you're doing.
You better know the liquidity it won't. If you don't know that, well, you gonna get
your head blown off real quick, and it ain't gonna fuck around either.
Right.
So for me, looking at ES, bullish. It might need to come out a little bit more, but I'm still looking overall bullish. Might need to come back down to this weekly CID line, but I'm still looking up.
Run that field. I just want to see what those gaps are in regards to. Oh no, ain't no one near that.
Yeah. Let's go to Quisha. Remove drawings.
This last week?
Yep.
Go to monthly then. So this is gonna tell us a lot.
Ooh.
If we can
monthly BPR.
If we stay up, it's over.
It's over.
It's over with.
We gotta this week 900 points. If we don't drop 900 points, we got a monthly BPR. Oof. All-time high screaming if we do that.
Yeah, as I say, July, June or July.
Weekly, we got a couple weekly gap. We got that weekly gap above, and we got this one below.
Got that breaker too.
You need to add the VI to.
Yeah, put that VI in now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that means it's coming back down there.
Yeah, we ain't going all the way down. Because that breaker gonna stop it too.
Well, I'll have to wait and see because for one, it wasn't the CID on the monthly and it didn't close above the block. So I need some more information.
We is hella bullish.
We'll see.
Tell you, man.
We hella bullish.
It's just a trick. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna get this double O, and then you're gonna get this crazy ass candle. Something like that.
You're run everything.
Yeah, see that's this daily? Yeah, see that's perfect. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. When we got some Fed this week.
Yep, FOMC Wednesday. Game time.
Might even get a little. It might even want to come down here. We'll see. But it's definitely going to hill. Definitely.
If it don't, it's a wrap.
Right.
Let's see how the month closes.
We got 4 days. If we don't come down here and we start moving back up, we are extremely bullish.
They're gonna run that whole top.
They're gonna run the whole top.
They're gonna have to. Yeah, that's what liquidity at.
If they don't come down here and here, and then they flip here, it's a wrap. Good night. Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Boy, what does Joan look like last year?
45, 47 went in office.
Still, it don't matter. It's all based on it's algorithmic.
Okay, this kind of right here was 45, 47. We never seen a candle like this. This was
they use their news around the algorithmic theory, so they don't even matter. They use the news.
Last year indices were taking out all time high. Yeah, we rolling.
Yeah, last year all like indices go through. They were all running very bullish up to like Memorial Day weekend time.
And then in June, what happened?
Let me look at my June note.
He got the chart right there.
That's why I say we normally run till like July, August. Then you get the pullback. Naturally.
Don't believe the hype. It has nothing to do with him. If that was the case, the market
would. Let's say you bearish, you won't see hell, man. Just gonna say it, man.
45, 47 don't have nothing to do with the market. People better stop believing
it was still super bullish. First week of June, still bullish until I think it was still bullish for a while in June.
Okay.
Yeah. Still reaching, still hitting all-time highs in QES. Even crude was very bullish. And then by almost the end of the month, there was a pullback on the indices. Yeah.
Okay.
And see,
and then the 28th, which I think is that may be the last whatever day, is they had a major sell-off. Yeah.
So you got a cheat code this week too.
Oh, I write down all the major events.
So I could go and sweep the highs, and then it just the bottom falls out.
Guess who report earnings this week? Guess who?
Who?
The market mover. NVIDIA. NVIDIA, I think earnings on the 28th, I think. Is it? Let me check. I think it's the 28th.
Yeah, it seems like indices were bullish all the way until August. And then it pulled back.
ICT said price is based on old highs, old lows, and liquidity.
Yep, Wednesday, 28th.
That's it.
That's NVIDIA earnings. So is that FOMC day too?
Yep.
Oh Lord.
But does it make, I don't know, I should say, does it make sense to compare this year to last year, given the fact that it was a presidential year?
I would compare this year to me personally. I've been comparing it to the pandemic.
So. Okay, because that's kind of how I've been comparing it. But yeah, I just don't know what's like the best way to compare this year to.
It's pretty much lock and step with the pandemic playbook. That's why I'm like calling for probably an all-time high get hit within the next month or two. You know what I mean? because that's what they did that year. And then it went on and continued on until like it kept going up. It did a pullback during, the normal time, like September. We always do year, some kind of pullback, August, September, October area. And then shit, it ran for the rest of the year after that. But, we'll see. One thing about it, we're going to see. That's what damn sure. I just find it interesting that, like you said, you got NVIDIA earnings that day, you got FOMC, some shit getting moved. The market getting moved on Wednesday. You can believe that.
Wait, NVIDIA's when?
Earnings is on Wednesday.
NVIDIA earnings?
Yep.
Oh, it's gonna be the NVIDIA chart. Okay.
Just remember that. Don't have your ass in the market after 4 o'clock, not playing around. They dropped that NVIDIA numbers, boy. That thing do some crazy stuff, boy.
But it often sells off. So before the earnings. So let's see.
Yeah, 200 point wick. Just, interested to see how this is going to play out. It's going to be a good week. Like I said, just stay on the right side. That's all. Try not to do a lot of counter trading, counter trend trading. It was 100 points. Yeah, man, 100. Mm-hmm. Lord. Now you see, this chart is a little bit more. I wouldn't have as much enthusiasm probably on that second drop, because this up move would have got me on up out of there. I ain't even gonna lie. If I'm taking it, if I'm this low hanging fruit,
I got you.
it push down, all of a sudden it do this. Nah, I'm straight. I ain't trying to get to 0.5. See, ES just kept going. This one here did a nasty retrace.
Yo, E man, it's just so wild to like see it like as ICT would say, like you predict the future.
Uh,
You predicted the future.
And when they play out, well, it's like
legendary.
yeah, man. And it's something that happens every day, every week, every month. It ain't gonna stop. You ain't got to get every one of them. Every one of them just got to get one of them.
This ain't
Put that
Pokemon.
leverage on. Put that shit on.
Because it gave you the gap at it confirmed at 3:30. 1 minute. 3:30. Right here confirmed. Some people would have said shit.
I said 3:30.
Huh?
That's what you said, 3:30.
Yeah, 3:30.
That ain't 3:30.
Oh shit, my bad. My bad. 3:30 there down here. That's 2:30, my bad. It's 3:30.
I'm saying you ain't had to wait that long for that one. Like I said, once he got up in here, hell yeah, I take that risk. How much that risk that is from here to him?
I got you.
Can't be that many points, man. Move this up. Move that right there. Yeah.
20.
Oh, man.
100.
On the 5.
5. I'm telling you, man, TFA is life changer, man. It'll change your life, man. You stick to the script, it'll change your life.
Yeah.
You don't need to add nothing. Nothing. It'll change your whole life. Any questions? I ain't got no questions today. E? They all questioned out. I see. Either that or they at the cookout
On that yak.
on that yak. Oh man. No questions. That's what's up. We live Tuesday. No Zoom tomorrow because it's holiday. Don't even waste your time. If you don't know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing,
Preserve your capital.
know your capital. The worst thing you want to do is fuck up on Monday.
Early in the week, you ain't got nothing left for FOMC.
Got right. And on that note, see y'all Tuesday.